we're very focused on what we do, and so consequently customers that choose to use us get us 100% and our total commitment to meeting their quality requirements. They'll get the absolute best we can do every time, which ultimately gives the client confidence that we can ship directly to their clients and they won't have any issues, and that to us is really important. We've now been around for, this is our 35th year. I know there's always more hard work to do, but hey, we love it. We've known of Duplo for many years, you know, dating right back to when I think our first experience of them ever was just a little desktop 8 or 10 station collating machine, and in fairness it worked very well, especially on NCR paper. It saved me many hours of hand collating. I believe we were one of the first in the UK to put in the original iSaddle, if not the first, and it revolutionised us, our booklet making, for quite some time. We then went on to put in the very first Duplo DuSense in the country, and that worked very well with us. At that particular point in time was when we were initially looking to go trade, and we were looking for opportunities to equip ourselves in such a way as we would stand out in the market a little bit, and so embellishment was one way we felt we could do that. Here we are all this time later, having just installed the very latest DuSense, and we're the first to do that too, so we must be fairly pleased with the original one, or I don't think it would be fair to say we'd put in the second one. But yeah, within the last couple of years, you know, we've invested quite a lot in upgrading our equipment, and a lot of that money has gone with Duplo. So now we've got the B2 version of the Duplo DuSense, the DDC-8000. We've got a inline booklet making system with 3-knife trim and twin tail system. We've got the Duplo 646, the Duplo 746 with the B2 sheet feeding system, and we're delighted with all the equipment. It all works as it should. It's all relatively straightforward to work, so our operators don't have any particular problems, and that's what we like about the Duplo kit. It's just does what it says on the tin. We pride ourselves on being able to embellish products and add nice special effects to things. So for us, having gone through the entire process of having the first DuSense and being amongst the first online printers to offer embellishment, for us to now get to the stage where, well, let's take that up and the next level, be able to offer more embellishment, be able to give people more choice across more products, and do that more cost effectively. That to us was the attraction there. So again, it's solved the problem of being able to keep us in a range of products that we feel we're already reasonably well known for, and enhance that. And we've also put in a B2 feeding system for our Duplo 746. So the sheet feeder takes sheets that have effectively been printed on the Indigo B2, that's a B2 plus size, and whether or not they've been laminated, we just feed them business card 64 up on a sheet, which is 50% more productivity than you would get if you were trimming the sheet down to SRO3 in the first instance. And of course, to get 50% bigger yield from a sheet is A, massively improving on your waste situation, and B, massively improving on your profitability on the sheet. So both of which are good. So for us, it resolved that one specific purpose, and because we print so many business cards, it made it very easy to justify the investment in the machine. You know, people look at a lot of this equipment and think, oh crikey, that's a lot of money for that. But when you look at this equipment in relation to jobs going out the door, then it justifies itself quite nicely. So for us, enhancement and bespoke requirements fit nicely into our system anyway. You know, two of the main ones that we're finding are progressing very nicely at the moment are the metallic foiling and the spot UV embellishments. And when Flexpress introduced these back in 2017, we were basically the only ones to be offering them online at the time. Flexpress have tried to make it really cost effective. And key to our decision of putting in the embellishing equipment was the fact that we needed to be able to deliver a cost-effective price to the client. In regards to our staff, Flexpress try to enhance the performance of our staff by using automation, as opposed to using automation to replace staff. And I think, you know, the important thing there is that it still takes somebody with some knowledge of the product to get a good product out the door. But actually, if you've got the automation that then makes their life easier, in doing that, that is where the perfection of the situation starts to arise. And I think, you know, when you can rely on a piece of machinery doing what it's supposed to, whether that be through clever barcode scanning or registration marks, then your staff member has more confidence in the equipment, and with more confidence in the equipment comes their confidence in getting the job out right. The service behind Duplo is very good, and it never causes any particular headaches. So in terms of having a piece of equipment that reduces your stress levels, then Duplo is pretty good at doing that, in fairness. And I think with the Duplo equipment, they've embraced that automation and simplicity of use, and they've tried to come up with things that do an awful lot of the work themselves, which, when you are struggling to get skilled labour, is a godsend. And if somebody's off ill, or if somebody leaves, or for whatever reason, you know, you can quickly get the productivity back to normal by switching around or sticking somebody else on it. That, in this day and age, I feel is crucial to be able to certainly deliver on the demanding deadlines that get thrown at us. And versatility of staff is really important. We do a lot of operations that might not be manned full time, so we don't have the luxury of one operator, one machine. A lot of our operators have to use multiple machines, and of course that's difficult when the skill level to run the machine is really high. So Duplo have helped us solve that by actually introducing machines that within a few hours we can get somebody trained up and running. And as a result, you know, we're in the process of changing our website to accommodate embellishment across the board on all the products, and people, I feel, will find it surprisingly cost effective nowadays. I think in terms of business cards, it's just a couple of pounds now, whereas previously it was almost like doubling the cost of business cards. So now embellishment is very affordable, whereas previously it wasn't. And of course, things that get affordable become desirable. So we always keep our eye on the market and try to put in the best piece of equipment for the best particular use that we need it for. The Duplo kit sits very well with certain aspects of our production, and we wouldn't necessarily change that for anything else. Duplo listen to their customers out in the field, and they adapt accordingly, and I suppose that's a good positive sign for any company. Certainly our relationship with them, I'm sure, will continue to grow. I've already got a bit of a shopping list of things we'd like in the future, so watch this space.